Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dakota and I'm a health coach who specializes in helping women deal with stress and anxiety so that they can accomplish their weight loss goals and feel powerful and not so out of control. It is really my mission to show women that they can take charge and can be the boss of their lives. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to be talking about what true failure really is, what it's not, and how to not be afraid of it. So this is something that I have really struggled with over the years, being a perfectionist, somebody who worries a lot, someone who has anxiety. The fear of failure and making mistakes and looking like an idiot has kept me from doing a lot. It took me years to overcome this, and I still struggle with it, but I know how to handle it better now and not let it stop me from doing the things that I truly and really want to do. So we're just going to go over this today. I hope you find it helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up at the end, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's start with the definition of failure. So failure is the state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective. So I want to just emphasize here, it's not meeting a desirable or intended objective. So who decides what the desirable or intended objective really is? Well, you decide. You ultimately decide what is considered a success and what is not considered a success. So we all can perceive this differently depending on our expectations of what we think is failure and what is not. And, you can have one person do the same thing as another person, and one of them thinks they failed and the other one thinks that they didn't fail. So let me just throw out an example here. Let's say you wanted to lose weight. You wanted to lose 10 pounds in 3 months, but you get to the end of the 3 months and you only lost 7 pounds. So now what, did you fail? Do you consider that a failure because you didn't meet that goal? Or are you somebody who sees that, I did make a lot of progress and I did learn something from this journey and I'm going to keep going. I didn't fail. I actually lost 7 pounds. This is great. One personality might see it as a failure. Another personality might not see it as a failure. So this is just something to consider, that you can decide and you can choose what failure looks like, which means you do ultimately have the power to not fail if you really put your all into it. Okay, so now that we kind of understand how we can perceive differently and interpret things differently and decide on what failure is, what is true failure? Let's think about that question. What is really failure? Well, I guess this can be different for everybody, right? But true failure is really not trying at all. You completely avoid it because it's not worth the risk of disappointment. It's not worth the risk of making mistakes and looking stupid. You don't want to overcome that uncomfortable feeling, so you just don't even try. And then you go on throughout your life wishing that you could do these things, but you haven't even given yourself a shot. So to me, I think that true failure is really not even trying at all. And then the second one is you do try it, but you expect certain results, and then when it doesn't happen, you blame yourself and give up. So although you did try, you still gave up and you knocked yourself down and you decided that you failed and now you're not going to continue. So those are the two things that I came up with. You avoid trying, you try, but it didn't turn out how you expected, and so now you give up and just stop trying. You stop trying and never try again. Okay. So then I want to get into what failure is not. So number one, making mistakes. We're all human. We all make mistakes. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And we can't avoid it. It sucks and it's uncomfortable when it happens, but we can't stop it we can't let that stop us from going after what we want in life. So Making mistakes is going to happen, and you can choose to learn from it, or you can choose to give up and not learn from it, not change your mindset, not consider it growth. And then, well, that's true failure, is when you just don't even see how you grew from that experience. Okay, so failure is not getting the intended result. So if you truly gave it your all, you committed to something, and the outcome didn't turn out how you expected, you aren't a failure. You did learn, you did grow, you did something, you put your all into it, you gave it your best shot, and though it maybe didn't turn out exactly like you thought it would, doesn't mean that you failed. You can look at the positive side of it and think, okay, like, here's what I got out of this, and this is what I'm going to do next time, instead of saying, oh my gosh, I wasn't perfect, I messed up, I can't do this again, I'm so horrible, and then give up. So failure is not making mistakes, and it is not getting the intended result. Okay. So my next thing is, how do you not let the fear of failure or making mistakes keep you from your goals? This is tough, but it can happen, and it takes time and consistency and grace. You got to give yourself some grace. So number one, become mindful of your thoughts. What are you saying to yourself that could potentially set you up to fail? Do you tell yourself, I can't, I'm not enough, I can't, there's no way I'd ever be able to do this? What are you telling yourself that can set you up for failure before you even get started? So try and change what your thoughts are. Try to change what your mindset is around what you're doing. And instead, think like, I can do this. I can give it my all. I can try. I am enough. And start telling yourself these things, and then this can set you up for success. Okay, so number 2, expect imperfection, right? It's inevitable. Like, we're not going to be perfect at everything that we do, especially if we're doing it for the first time. And what you consider perfect might be completely different to somebody else. So we are our own worst critic. You might see things and think, oh my gosh, I messed up on my words. Oh, I didn't say the right thing. Whatever it is, perfection is different for everyone. And just give yourself some grace. We can't be perfect. It's not going to happen. We can't control everything. We can't control how our brains are working when we're speaking. Even me doing this YouTube channel, like, I'm nervous. Like, it's okay. And I might trip up on my words, but whatever. It is what it is. And I'm doing my best, and that's all that really matters. So expect imperfection. Okay, and then get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So whenever we are trying something new or doing something that we aren't confident in, you're going to feel uncomfortable. It's not going to feel good. You're going to get nervous. You're going to have, sweaty armpits. You're going to be maybe stuttering. Your mouth might get dry. Your heart might be racing. It doesn't feel good to feel those things, but if you push through it and just allow those feelings to happen and realize that those feelings are ultimately not going to hurt you, then you can start overcoming that feeling and be able to put yourself out there more. And the more that you do it, the more that you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, the easier it will get. So let me just recap here for how to not let fear of failure or making mistakes keep you from accomplishing your goals. So become mindful, expect imperfection. We're all human. We're all going to make mistakes, and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I provide new videos every week, and then you'll receive updates on when those are uploaded. And if you are looking for more one-on-one guidance on how to lose weight, manage stress, take control of your health and your life, not have so much anxiety, learn how to conquer your fears and overcome those uncomfortable feelings, that is exactly what I help my clients with and what we go over in my coaching program. So if you're interested, send me a message, click on the link in the description, and you can schedule a free call with me to find out more details about it. All right, thank you all and have a great day. Thanks for listening.